EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You ready? Set. Balls in front. Check. Walk it before. Walk it three.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. On this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson, and he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jackson from the shotgun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Let's go, D. Mike, 48. Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one complete to Reed. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Haskins to throw it, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
From the 36, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Haskins now off the bootleg. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about it.
Jordan Reed. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 37 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window. Timing was great there and a big run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more. I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. But the other...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Here's Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 29 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
47. Check 15.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. He's at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Pollard. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it. Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are back within a single score. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott down. Flushed out right. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're not ready for this, man.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take, and the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Haskins now off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Geis, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Pollard. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass.
Again, it's Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Now it's Haskins. To Thompson on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Kill.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Geis on the counter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But now it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Reuben Foster. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Let's go, 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Set, ready. 60 out, roll. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On the ground, it's Geis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a hot one.
From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Carson shoves him aside and fights through one man. Room here to run. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, but we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's right.
Oh, they'll try to sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run with Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Get up.
Here's Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Now a run with Geis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson. 54 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital and FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now, you ready? Right there, 54 miles. We ain't giving them nothing to
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 69 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Redskins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
This is Geis. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Third down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. There we go on fourth down, Haskins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, Haskins looking long for his tight end read, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Carr gives to Richard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 33. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
At the 25-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Geis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now a give running left is Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Vontez Burfict the one to get him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Haskins now off the bootleg. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Marcus Joyner there defensively.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got a man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there in a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, you ready? Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. In the face.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. And it's caught. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They come out here in the eye. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
It's Geis on the counter. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
6-man. Check perfect down. Check. Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
throwing his car on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.